Okay. Hello, and welcome to my walkthrough of Perilous Moon's new dungeon that was released with the Baltimore expansion, March 2014. My name's Minnie, and I'm going to go ahead and give my oversight on everything that I've learned during this encounter. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. I can't find the wave. Whatever. Wave. Here we go. So this guide assumes that you've reached the point in the Perilous Moon's quest where you are now tasked with defeating the bosses themselves. They'll be located in the dungeon to the north here, and I will say that these bosses are fairly simple. They're fairly entry friendly to anyone in the mid game. So yeah, if you're kind of new to PVM, this might help you. If not, yeah, if you're a max level player with like full Torva, just skip that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my recommendations. I would recommend having at least 60s across the board for combat stats. I would recommend having at least 34 prayer at a minimum. If you can get chivalry or piety, that would be wonderful. But 60 at a minimum, because the higher your defense is, the easier these fights will become. This is going to be the set that I run with for the purposes of this video. Below is the set that I normally run with, but for the sake of this, we're going to test out our level 80 defense, 99 attack, and 87 strength against the bosses. So do keep in mind that I do recommend using barrels equipment, level 70 weapons or higher, and your highest pair of gloves, all of this stuff, but we're going to be having a little bit of fun. So yeah, let's get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and start preparing for this. I'm going to throw all of my barrels or my normal recommended equipment into the bank for the lulz. Throw everything in here. And we're keeping everything else. I do recommend using a shield over the defender. And that's what I'm going to be doing myself, but I'm not your dad. You can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, I'll be rocking full dragon all the way through, for better or for worse. And I'm going to probably be looked at very, very strangely for wearing this equipment, but it's fine. So, also my 99 max cape. So generally, you can choose to start on whichever boss you wish to. I will be starting with the Eclipse boss. I've gone ahead and marked out the different rooms here. You can do this yourself. If you have the Runelight plugin, all you do is shift right click, mark a tile, and then you can label it. You'll see these things all over, but this is how you mark them if you are curious of doing that. We'll go ahead and get rid of that now, and we'll get going. So I'm going to walk you through my setup of how I personally prepare for these encounters. Generally, I prefer to come to the stream-bound area, or the stream-bound cavern, because it helps. Well, my skills are more keen to it. So generally, oh, another note, you don't need to bring anything but your weapons here. This is gonna look so weird. I'll be like the only guy wearing full dragon, but it is what it is. So all of these bosses are weak to specific types of melee damage. If this is your first time, I would recommend grabbing 2 grub lights and running over to these crates here. You can pick up supplies. I generally only take fishing, and I also will just grab herbivore. I would recommend at least having 2 combat potions. Oh shoot, wrong click. 2 potions here. All you do is use your grub on the pestle and mortar, and then you'll use your new paste into the vials, and there you go. You have both combat potions and prayer potions in the same thing. The higher herbivore skill is, the better. And you can drop your pestle and mortar now. You don't really need it unless you want to make more potions. That's up to you. As for me, I'm going to be fishing, and this will be my source of food and healing throughout the entire encounters. All you got to do is click your fishing spot. I will say you cannot leave the fishing spot by clicking it. To exit the clicking spot, you actually need to click exit the fishing spot, and then you can get up and leave if you want to end early. So you'll see most everyone here is in at least Bando's gear or higher. I'll be rocking this, so feel free to lol at me all you want. I'm just here for the experiment because I'll be going on to kill count about 90 with this run, and I want to see how painful it is to be running this in Dragon. So all the bosses will be weak to a specific type of attack. The Eclipse boss, which is located in the Streambound Cavern, will be weak specifically to stab. So I'll be using the Dragon Sword first. I don't even know what the Dragon Sword special does. It's through protect with melee. Okay, increase accuracy and damage. Cool. And it only costs 40 special. Okay. Cool. So while I'm fishing, I'm going to talk about the general mechanics of the bosses. Every boss, every moon, will have a main phase and two different secondary phases that will always rotate clockwise. In general, you want to stand in the safe spot during the main phase. The main phase will happen twice before you see a secondary phase. All right, I finished fishing now. So we're gonna go ahead and cook these up real quick. If you have 99 cooking, you'll cook both fish you'll cook 2 fish at the same time, like this. All right, so we'll go ahead and get here. If this is your first time at the Eclipse boss, you will get a cutscene going into this. Another thing to note is I would definitely set up your quick prayers here. It definitely helps. If you don't have piety, just make sure you have steel skin, ultra strength, all that. Just use your best combats as you see fit. So there'll be a main phase. You'll see that I've already marked the grounds. Feel free to study it. This is kind of how I will be going about this, but yeah. It's alright. This is also a multi-encounter experience. Without any further ado, you click the statue once you're ready. Here's a warning. If you die, it's bad. Don't die. Don't ask me again. We're going in here with our dragon armor. Okay, we're just going to start hitting the boss. We're going to be cycling around. Moving to the safe spot. Go back to auto attacking. Go back to auto attacking. We'll move one more time. And we'll keep hitting it. We're stabbing him in the throat. Okay, this is mini phase. All you got to do with this phase, stay behind the orb as he starts attacking. So keep moving, keep moving. Alright, run around here. That one always seems to hit everyone no matter where you stand. Don't worry about it too much. That time I was a little bit behind. Okay, and one more cycle. I think I lagged a little bit, but it's fine, we're good. And now we go back to DPS in the boss, turn your prayer potions back on. And yep, we're back into the main phase. This is a main phase of stand in the circle, rotate with the boss. Alright, I'm taking a little bit of damage here. This is fine though. We don't need to heal yet. We can heal as we transition. We'll heal as we transition here. In just a second, we're going to go into the minions phase is what I call it. All you got to do for this phase, see where the minions pop up, click near them. Click near them, click near them. If you're too slow, you will take damage. So here, here, and here. You'll see I'm taking 0 damage. That's because I'm doing it right. Also, note here, if you are actually good at this, you can do damage to the boss during this phase. This is unique to this boss only. And we got one more of this phase. I was late for that one. It's okay. So after that phase, we go back to the Eclipse Moon. Stand in the safe spot. We will take a little bit of damage. Our armor's not that great. We will rotate here unless we kill it. Alright. Eclipse boss is down. Good job. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. I used 2 food there. Also the camps will, if you right click and make a cuppa, it will refill your energy and stuff. Also, this is a good point to restock your supplies if you feel you need to. I think we'll be okay, so I'm just going to go right into blue. I'm going to switch to my dragon mace now. The next blue boss will be weak to specifically crushed attacks. So we're making sure we're on crush. What does this do? Do damage and accuracy. Okay. So this one's actually kind of easy. We're just going to go ahead and hop in Alright, we're in the middle of one of the transition phases, so it looks like the fires are lit. Okay, we just get to start attacking. Turn our prayers on, and we'll stay in the safe spot, and keep moving. Move again. Well, move initially. Keep attacking. One more hit and then we move. For me, I like to count to 3 hits and then I move. And now we'll be going into a secondary phase. Alright, cool. So this was literally break the ice and dodge the ice things. We're going to turn off our prayer because we don't need it here. You will always hit your max damage as long as you're attacking it. Just literally just move out of the ice as it forms on your feet and keep attacking the ice. And then after this, that's all you need to do. If you do not do that right, you will take damage at the end of it. But you can see I've kind of marked where to end up. Okay, and now we just go back to attacking it. And we will move. Now. We'll go ahead and use a special here. One more special, and then we move. Okay, one more hit maybe, we might get it. Right, not this time. Okay, so this is the second phase. Sometimes you can push it really fast. All you gotta do here, run, light the braziers. Okay, if you get hit here, it's fine, you don't have to worry. It will turn off your run energy. Just heal up, eat. Make sure you click on your run again so you can make it to this. And this will reset any of the ice stacks that you get from actually taking damage from a boss. And then you go back to doing damage. This is the place where you'll end up at. Alright, and we got it. That's 2 down, 1 to go. Alright, so Blood Moon is notorious for being very, very hard. I'm going to try and do it with the supplies I have now. And if it goes very poorly, it is what it is. I'm going to switch to the Dragon Scimitar. We're on Slash. And we're going to go in. So, what makes Blood hard is that when you take damage from her, during the main phase, she will heal. The more you get hit, the more she heals. And there is a multiplier. So, just keep that in mind as I go through this. This will be difficult, I'm sure. This is not intended for this, but we're just here to prove a point. So let's go ahead and get into it. Without any further ado, the Blood Prince. So this is Jaguar phase. Okay. I don't know exactly what happened there, but it switched on me. Okay. I'm too late. So you have to move there, yeah, and then you attack. I'm pretty sure this one bugged out on me, unironically. Sometimes it will bug on you. Like, you'll end up in the Jaguar phase, and it'll have you go to the wrong one. I'm not exactly sure, though. Anyway, we're in the main phase now. I highly recommend do not heal during this phase. If you feel like you're low and you're going to die, try and hold it until the very last second, or at least until you go into the next phase. So this is moving again. Keep attacking. And then we're going to get a transition phase. Alright, and we're in here. Okay, so I'm turning off a prayer. This is the pool phase. Just don't stand in the bad stuff. Just don't stand in the bad stuff. This is a good time to eat up. If you're low, just make sure you don't get caught by the pools, and then make your way over to this spot. And we'll turn on our prayers and keep going. We're gonna have to move soon. Don't be like those guys and move early before you get into the safe spot. Alright, she hit me a little bit. She healed, but it's okay. We're moving now. Yeah, every time she hits you, she heals up. And that's what makes this fight a little bit more strenuous. But okay, now we have a good Jaguar start phase. So here, we move. So I have a metronome that makes this really easy for me. But basically, I time it so that as the pools are finishing their expansion, that's when I click. And that's when you are supposed to move. Now. That's all you gotta do. So it's a very tick specific encounter. Right? We're already at the safe spot, so we're just gonna go start doing damage. Hopefully she doesn't heal off of us. Or he doesn't heal off of this. I don't know his gender. You want to move down? Oh, I clicked through him because he asset loaded. That was bad. But it's okay. We just need one more hit. And we got it. And that is technically the hardest demi-boss here. And we were able to do it in full dragon armor with 99 attack and reasonable strength. Level 80 defense. Just to reiterate, these are my stats. Make sure you are using your potions here. They do count as a combat potion, and they also restore your prayer, so please use them. Also note, the moment you leave this area, all of your food and supplies go away. But once you've done that, if you're finished with the quest, you may need to go back to the main room actually before you come into this room to loot. You'll probably need to talk to the boss, but this will be my KC90 with some pretty terrible gear. As you can see, I only ended up using 4 food and a full potion. So, yeah. Alright, without further ado, let's see what kill count 90 gets me. Okay, let's see what the kill count 90 gets me. Crap. Alright, we're good though. Well, that's basically all I want to say for this guide. The best part about this is that you can just keep going as far as you want. And that wasn't even all that bad, right? You can do this with full dragon and a really budget setup. You don't need the full plate helm. You don't need the full plate. You don't need to have full barrels. It does make things easier. Maybe I just got really lucky, but this is how you do it. This is my armor. These are my stats. That's as simple as it gets, guys. Like, if you have any questions, comments, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to upload this raw, and I'll take your feedback from it. And I'm going to go switch out of this gear so I don't look like a complete noob. Alright, have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.